We live.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Love and Marriage Podcast. We were gone last week and I think the week before, but now we are back. How are you doing tonight, Hotep?
I'm good. Where were you the week before? I know where I was last week, but where were you the week before? You had like events or something going on?
Oh, I was
Vacation.
somewhere. Yeah, I was somewhere. No, I wasn't in vacation. Hold on, let me put this up. I don't know where I was. I might have been I had an event. I don't know. I was doing something. I'm always doing something. It's been busy lately. It's been good, but it's been busy. It's been in a good way. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for all that stuff. And because, my events are starting to pick back up.
Yeah.
But now in LA, in certain places, they got to see your papers before they let you go in.
What?
They got to see your paperwork.
Before you go in where?
Bars, restaurants,
Really?
movie places in certain parts of LA County.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not.
So you don't have your papers?
I don't, because I don't have enough information.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like that's okay to think that way, is to not, if you don't have enough information or you're not comfortable and people can't really answer your questions, then I think that that's okay to question and to want to hold off.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I kind of have trauma from losing my dad when I was 11. And what happens if I decide to get paperwork and then something happens to me and then I go and, I leave them alone. Yeah. It's going to be a sad thing. And I'm healthy. I feel good.
Did you hear about Rogan?
I heard.
Oh. Check this out. What is it like if your mom tells you you can't come visit me unless you got the paperwork?
I would be so happy.
Why would you be happy?
Because it's a mess over there. I'm arguing with my sister right now, the youngest one.
Well, let's say you were on good terms. Everything was peachy.
It's kind of hard for me because I've always had like a tumultuous relationship with my mom. And I'm at the stage in my life as a grown woman to where I am severing relationships with people, business relationships, all kinds of different relationships, with people that aren't serving me. And if somebody's not serving me, if they're not willing to communicate, if they're not willing to hear my point of view, why do I want them in my life? I spent majority of my life appeasing people. So why should I change that now?
Yeah, I can see it that way.
And my mom has hers, so why do I need to?
She got her paperwork?
She does.
How'd you feel about that?
I was concerned because I worked in healthcare a long time. Yeah. And all my clients that passed away, I had about 2 a year that passed away. They passed away from the HIV/AIDS medication, not from the actual AIDS or HIV, from the side effects, from stomach issues, liver issues. It was all most of it was cancer, diabetes, suicide, those types of things. So I'm very cautious about that. I understand, I know a little bit about different things. And I also used to work with pharmacists that would have to Google things before dispensing medication to patients when I didn't have to. So I knew a thing here or there about stuff and the way that works. So I was kind of concerned for her because I feel like my mom is not where she used to be mentally, because, when people get older, they start to kind of lose it a little bit, be a little bit forgetful. And I'm kind of concerned for her health. Her health is not super deteriorating, but it's not, it's not where it was. So I don't know. I just would like to wait until there's more information so I can kind of analyze that and see what's going on. I'm just thankful that my child is not at the age. She's got, I think you have to get, they say 12, right?
I don't know. Sounds about right.
they say 12 years old that they have to get their papers done. So we have about 7 years before that happens. And how many times are things going to change?
Hey, man. It's what you white people signed us up for, ain't it?
Huh?
It's what you white people signed us up for, ain't it?
No, man, they don't claim me.
It's
They don't claim me.
time for the white man to get up on his horse, grab his musket, and bring the country back to what it was meant to be. A bastion of freedom.
Well, that's what it was meant to be. But realistically, if you look back in history, then was it really that free?
Yeah, I was trying not to go down that rabbit hole. I was trying to be nice tonight. You just went full red pill.
No, but it's really true. If you look at some of the stuff and you go, because you just wrote a book on all this, but if you go back and you look and you do your research, it sounds all good and dainty and glad, but people came here and they took from other people, and then they got greedy, and then they decided to do different things. And it's. Let me ask you this question. Mm-hmm. Do you think that because I interviewed for another mainstream media outlet today, and they wanted to ask me about gender inequality in crypto. Okay. And they kept saying, females this, da, da, da. I says, I'm not really too much of a feminist. I says, there is kind of, women are treated differently in crypto. That happens 100%. But I said, I kind of feel like it's more of a wealth gap than when it comes to like being a woman or not, or being, or different races or not. At least that's how. Classism. I feel like it's that. I feel like these ivory tower people, they come from a specific group. They come from a specific area, from a certain wealth, and they look down upon you if you're not from that wealth bracket.
Do they?
Yes.
Interesting.
If you didn't have the prestige of going to a expensive college, they look down upon you.
Stanford or something like that. Yeah.
They look down upon you. So I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a wealth gap. And that's kind of what I'm noticing with different aspects of life. Like with the boxing gym, I feel like, well, that was 100% a racial thing over there. So
I have to tell you on the black lady.
Oh, well, I actually have to tell you about that. So she's packing up this week, and we're still having a location. Or we're still looking for a location, and the mayor and the vice mayor have been involved now. And apparently the mayor had no idea that she was doing what she was doing as far as helping the community with mental health services. And which I knew that he knew, because how are you not going to know? It's literally called the Self-Care Lab, and it talks about therapy all over the place. So I feel like they're trying to save their behinds, and now they're saying, oh, we're going to find you a place and do different things. So she's moving out this week, and we're still looking for a place.
Thomas Nita, I said, stay strong.
I will.
Everything will work itself out.
Yeah, we've raised a decent amount of money, and it was really unfortunate because we found a place, and it wasn't like her top place, but she found a place, and it was something that she could afford. And they asked for a specific amount of money down. So she gave them about $5,000 extra down. And she even got a co-signer, somebody to co-sign somebody that she's very close with, because they're like, oh, do you have a guarantor or co-signer? She's like, yeah. So she had a friend do it, and this person's got good credit. And then apparently they told her, we can't give you this building because we don't know if you can make the payments, even though she had enough to pay for the whole entire lease for the year. And the other person's credit wasn't strong enough. So it's just very bizarre to me that type of stuff is happening, because the city is so poor. Like, I don't know how all these people are able to come over here from this place and that place.
To buy or rent?
To rent, to lease.
What? What's going on over there, Wendy?
I don't know if I could say it.
Sounds like she's applying for a mortgage and not applying to rent.
Yeah, she did. It was like a 2-year lease. Like,
and if it you to have a year escrow.
She had the year though. That's the thing. It's like there's money. So, we're building, like, there's all the money is getting from the GoFundMe and everything, and the crypto, it's all getting transferred to her account. But she wrote a check for what they needed and more, and they didn't want to accept it. It's like, it's a very bizarre, interesting situation. So it's frustrating. We had our last night at the place. And I don't know. I feel like it is. I feel like not only is it a class issue, but it's also. Why are you laughing?
The chat.
What they
Merc Blue said, "Put the chicken down, Hotep." And then Julian said, "Mukbang, closer to the mic, please."
who me or you?
Me, because I'm eating.
You're always eating.
No, just the only time I have a chance to eat is when I'm streaming.
My husband, he was all crabby the other day, and I said, what's wrong with you? And he said, I don't have time to be happy today.
Sounds like a real man. Okay.
He's been all crabby, and I was like, you're a nightmare. He's like, well, I don't have time to be happy. I have to do this.
Yeah, men don't have time to be happy.
I guess not, but you guys are all crabby, and the older you guys get, the more crabby you guys are. It's very, very frustrating.
It's your fault.
No, it's your guys' fault because you should have some self-control.
No, it's all women's fault.
No, it's a man's fault for not having self-control. We do it.
Women just aren't helpful.
Who got the baby ready for their first day of school today?
See,
who made sure she had school uniforms? Women
always want to get credit for stuff they're supposed to do.
The hell is wrong?
For making sure your child goes to school. That's what you're supposed to do.
I should get credit for hearing it for me, him acting like I never been to the damn school and repeating to me 30 times on where to pick her up, where to drop, where to drive. And last night I finally just snapped on him, and because last night was like the last day at the gym. Like we did a party, I brought a bunch of food, a bunch of families came. It was a great time, and I was like bummed. And I tried to talk to him. He's like, "Oh, well, you need to do with the drive here with the car." And I was like, "You serious right now?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to help you." And I just lost it.
You lost it? When you lose it, what is it? How does that look? Is it screaming? Is it cussing? What's happening there, Wendy?
Well, it depends.
How does your DV manifest?
Well, last night was a little bit interesting. So the interesting part about last night is I got frustrated, and I just looked at him bug-eyed like this. And I said, "Are you effing kidding me right now?" And then he got mad because I started cussing, and I just stormed away.
At him?
Oh, there's more.
Oh my God. See what I'm saying?
So there's more. So then I was getting ready to get the baby, get her ready, do her hygiene stuff. And he comes in, and then he tries to talk to me or whatever. And then he starts getting all playful with me and trying to wrestle, whatever. And just playing with me. But I was already in a bad mood, but I was laughing. So I got him right in the ribs.
Wendy. What did he do to authorize you to curse at him?
He tried to tell me my job.
So that warranted cursing at him? This
Yes.
is what's wrong with American women. We need an intervention.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Across the globe. You can't curse at him. Are you serious, Wendy?
Why would I not curse at him?
Oh my God. That's bad.
Why is that bad?
What kind of relationship are you in? I'm concerned. I'm going to call the number for him.
What? Have you met? He's a good guy, but he's very special.
You still can't curse at people. Do you get that angry? This is more about a you thing. This is more about what's going on with Wendy. This has nothing to do with him, has everything to do with Wendy. What's going on inside of you that you have these explosive reactions?
That I watch your Thursday show sometimes with you and Uncle Hotep, right? So you quiet over there. You sit your privileged self down.
Wendy, do you need someone to talk to?
You know what? And I'm going to be extra angry and extra upset because I don't have anywhere to box for until she finds a new place.
Oh, that was your outlet.
That was my outlet, and it's gone for now. And he doesn't want to spar with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spar with you either. sounds dangerous.
Yeah, so he doesn't really want to spar because I hit kind of hard and he doesn't want to spar with me, and that's okay. I don't really want him to spar. I just want him to hold the pads up so I can hit him.
Yeah.
That's all. It's a good outlet for me to do, But
I mean, no man enjoys just watching his woman practice fighting. It's just not sexy.
It's not, but it's good for mental health purposes.
It is. But we have to do something else. We have to find another outlet for you. Because did you raise your voice?
When
you cussed at him?
Oh, I raise my voice all the time.
You raise your voice all the time.
I raise my voice at you too.
How many times a day do you average yelling in the house? It seems like you're like a 2.3er. Maybe 3.4. 3.4 times you're screaming in the house.
3.4 times. Today I didn't yell in the house.
Okay.
I didn't yell. Maybe later, but not today.
I'm concerned. That's not good for your blood pressure.
Oh, that's okay. I have very poor. I'm immortal, by the way. I'm like a cockroach. We don't die.
I forgot Wendy from Wednesday from the Addams Family is immortal.
No, because I've done a lot of things and I've survived. I just can't, I've never had a cavity in my life. I've never had any serious health issues. I'm fine.
I'm still concerned.
Oh, I think I'll be okay.
He's in a relationship with an abusive immortal.
Have you met him?
That sounds like a really good movie.
Have you met him?
Could you imagine a man in a relationship with an immortal woman? Oh my God. Oh, that just sounds like a nightmare.
It does sound like a nightmare.
Oh my God. Oh.
He's terrible though. If he and I ever split up, God forbid, if he and I ever split up, he would have a very hard time dating somebody else or just being in a relationship because
I doubt that.
Oh my God, he's a nightmare.
The bill, doesn't he?
Huh? Of course he does.
All right then. He's the winner. He has no problem getting.
I make a lot more than he does though.
It doesn't matter. He's got the capability to pay some bills. There's a whole lot of cha-cha that'll come around.
Yeah, a whole lot of heifers.
Yeah, but I'm sure he knows how to discern, works through the heifers.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Some prize.
He doesn't.
Prize. He doesn't.
He does not. He does not.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt that. He got you.
You should see his ex-wife.
Well, he got you. So he learned his lesson somewhere.
Kind of.
He snatched you right up off your feet too.
He did. Quite literally. So his people always ask me and I tell them and I say, yeah.
What?
How we met. He literally snatched me. He literally snatched me up off my feet. How was Vegas? Did you guys have fun?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. People was crying. It was just really heartfelt. It was like it was like those happy cries. Like, oh my God, I can't believe we all came together and did this and why. Because, people started getting to telling their stories and where they came from and, how Hotep helped them and all of that. So Trisha's in the front row, she crying. And Halima came up and like 3-4 times it sounded like she was about to start crying. And I'm like trying to hold it together. Like, y'all not about to have me crying at my own goddamn event. And say, fuck that shit. But it was a very beautiful experience. I didn't know what to expect. Well, you had a great group of people that really enjoyed themselves. Shout out to Brody. Food was excellent. When you have an event like that, you pull people aside for a few days. You want to make sure you feed them well. And oh my God, you ever had potatoes au gratin?
Yeah.
It sounds like something you would have had. So I had that for the first time, and that was excellent. And then I had this potato something. But it was like grits. You know, I'm used to having grits, but I think this was like grits, but it was potatoes, and I was slamming. I had a whole bunch of new like Italian dishes I've never had before, and yeah, because it was all Italian, and then we had chicken and waffles for breakfast. Um, it was really really good food. Cheesecake was slamming. Um, what did we have the first night? Oh, the first night we had the 5-course joint. Don't even ask me what we had. It was 5 courses. It was just coming. I just remember the sausage. You know I ain't supposed to be eating the pork, but that sausage was slamming. Um, but yeah, they had a whole lot of just different courses coming through, and the pizza was excellent. Oh, I forgot about the pizza. Oh, the pizza was banging. I'd go back just for the pizza.
Where'd you guys get pizza from?
Well, it was Celebrity Chef Mark. So
Okay.
they got a celebrity chef. This is Vegas, so and this is run by Ahern, the billionaire. So he got money to blow. They got a celebrity chef. So everything that's coming out the kitchen is cooked fresh. Like they're not, you go to Olive Garden, this stuff is getting shipped in on a truck.
No.
Yeah.
If my mom hears the word hears it, she will have like a mini heart attack.
Well, Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's like disrespect.
Yeah, so they ship it in, and at this place they're making the pasta there.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's some gourmet shit. So we ate like white folks for 3 days. It was beautiful. It was a wonderful experience. I had to. Everyone came out and they experienced white privilege for a few days in Las Vegas. And the cool part was somebody pointed out to me, I didn't even think about, shout out to Phil Foster, but he said, you really nailed it, because sometimes when you do these things at other destinations in Vegas, these hotels are huge, so you could walk a mile just to get a meal. Since we had it at a smaller spot, you come downstairs, walk across the walker, and then you right at the restaurant. So it was dope. It was a good experience. Yeah, it was definitely one for the books. We got some content coming out, so that's gonna be lit. I'm looking forward to that. We shot a documentary out there, a little fake documentary, docu. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but
that's fun.
It's more like a video to show people what is Hotep, what's going on with the movement. Starring me, Unc, Cannon, Doe. So yeah, we also got a couple of, we shot some footage with the guests, so we're gonna have that come out. It's really cool, what we got. So I'm trying to figure out the rollout and how we're gonna do that. So yeah, I'm just happy we're able to get shoot some content and hang out with people who really love us.
It's important. I think as a content creator, somebody that makes content or just believes in something, different things, it's important to get with your community and talk to them and meet them and hang out with them, ask questions, answer things for them. It's very, very important to do that. Personal connection is so important, and a lot of people don't understand the significance of it or the importance of it. And the reason why is because we're shifting to a digital age, and digital stuff is great because we're able to, have access to more technology, access to people and all these different things. But at the same time, it's detaching us. Yeah. And is it really a good thing?
No. Shout out to Donovan Loomis. Donovan Loomis actually has a digital detox program out in California. You can go and visit the ranch, and they have activities you can do, so it takes your mind off of things.
Ooh, I want to go.
You do?
I do want to go.
For real? I could set you up, man.
I'm dead serious. I actually been looking to do like a mental health retreat, kind of, where I don't like, number one, I'm not going to go to one of those stupid like rehabs. Like
they take your phone.
That's fine. That's what I want. I want to be able to go for a weekend and not, or like a day or two, whatever. And just not, I don't want to be, I just want to clear everything and just go. I want to relax. I want to be around other humans and talk, communicate, because the way society is changing, and this actually segues into relationships, is that these people do not know how to communicate. Men and women do not know how to communicate anymore because of technology. And it's a scary thing. Like, for example, I went into the store, I forget what store, me and my daughter, we went to the mall yesterday, just to do like a mommy and daughter day, to go get, to eat and to hang out, go shopping, she likes to go to toy stores, whatever. And we went to one of the store, and this lady that was working, she was a younger girl. She like had no customer service skills, like no communication skills. I'm thinking to myself, like, how are you in sale? Like, you're supposed to be selling stuff. Like, and they're just very weird.
So you're saying that these people are socially awkward due to the attachment to the digital devices?
100%.
Yeah, I could corroborate that. But yeah, Donovan, he got the whole shit. You could go out there, you go gold panning, you go hunting, bow and arrow, hiking in the redwoods. What else?
I'm gonna send my man to go do that. He loves all of that stuff.
Fishing.
He loves all of it.
Sheep shit. I don't know. Pet the sheep. I don't know. The pet the sheep and the goats. All types of white people shit, man. All types of like first man shit. Yeah, it's outdoorsman. Good old outdoorsman.
Is there one for like women to where we can do like lady stuff?
Like what? What can you do?
Because I don't like to camp.
Well, they got cabins. Like
that's fine.
Like Airbnb style cabins.
That's fine. I just don't want to. I can go shooting, but I don't want to shoot an animal.
Oh yeah, you could do that. You could just bust your gun. Yeah.
That's fine. I would love to do that. I just don't want to.
You're not going to shoot an animal anyway.
Okay. Why? You said hunting.
Yeah, because you're a woman, so you're going to miss, so it won't matter.
Next year, you're going to invite me to be a speaker at the Hotep Nation thing, and I'm going to upside your damn head.
Oh my God. You left yourself open for that one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You should come out next year. You should definitely come out next year, yo.
I'll come. It'll be a good time. I'll be a multi-millionaire by then.
Yeah, you will. And then I can borrow some money. I just need like a small loan of like $1 million.
Oh, okay. Right away. Let me write that check. I actually do have a checkbook.
Do you? Yeah, write that out. To Hotep Nation.
I have a checkbook.
Yeah, Hotep Nation, $1 million.
Yeah, okay.
You could be like the George Soros of the Hotep Nation movement.
I'm not no crusty old white guy. They don't even claim me.
Black Man Hotep $5 super chat. He says, sign me up for archery and self-defense demo next year. Uh-oh.
The self-defense, can I come and can I do a boxing thing and teach people how to box?
How you gonna teach people how to box and you don't know how to box? You could teach people how to box?
Who do you think taught my sisters how to defend themselves? Who do you think taught all my guy friends back when we were like 16, 17, 18? I taught them how to throw a punch correct because I saw one of them get in a fight. I said, are you effing kidding me? I said, that's why you got your ass whooped is because you don't know how to leverage your weight. Let me show you. So I taught him and he didn't lose a fight again.
Leverage your weight. Tell us about this concept.
So when you're boxing, it really doesn't matter how small you are or how large you are. It matters how you're able to shift your body weight, how you're able to move your body weight. And a lot of it is in the hips. Like you can throw a straight punch and that's great. But if you don't know how to move your body, to move every inch of your body with that punch, and if you're not throwing it with intent, you can land it, but it's not going to do any good at all. So if you don't know how to shift your hips correctly, and then you have to get the ebb and the flow and the rhythm with it, then that's when some serious power comes. And that's when you get all those knockouts and whatnot. It's crucial. And then you got to be able to move around, to watch the shoulders, to see where they're going. You move. And then also too, when you're sliding, or when you're doing the roll under, whatever the heck it's called, you can actually utilize that motion and catch your body correctly, and then use it to get additional energy to toss whatever in you're going to toss. Yeah.
Yeah, catch him with that hook. Shout out to Saul G. Saul G was out there. Saul G came out, and that was a great time. Oh yeah, shout out to Saul G.
I'm gonna do boxing thing.
Boxing lessons next year at Hotep Nation weekend with Wendy O.
I will. Yeah.
Okay. All right. For the ladies or all people?
All people. I'll have Nita come with me too.
Ooh, that'd be dope.
She's so much fun. She came to it was so fun. She came to, I made her come to one of my meetups in LA to get her out, because it's been crazy. It was last week. She had a really good time, and she got to network and talk with people, and she got to see the diverse community that I bring to the table. It was a really cool thing.
She saw the magic of Wendy O.
And it's so cool that she takes crypto donations, because she's learned about Bitcoin and she's learned about all this stuff. And
super important.
That's the best way that you're able to teach people, is by giving them crypto. Yeah. So it's like every time she gets a deposit, she texts me and I explain what it is, and I'm showing her how to convert it. I'm explaining to her like what a centralized exchange is, what an address, public key, private key, all that stuff. So it's really cool. And then she shows her family members, and she shows people in the neighborhood, and she's kind of able to explain it to them.
That's beautiful, man. Get them early adopters in there, man. Gonna be sick if they get left out later. What's up with the NFT game?
You should do some.
No, I mean, you don't flip them?
I have some, but I'm not really like super flipping them. Like there's a couple that I bought that I want to hold on to for a long time. I have 2 that are in this game, and I think that they're going to end up doing really well later on. And I have one that I bought. It's the Fame Lady Squad. And the reason why I bought that one is because the part of the proceeds went to CARE, which is for DV. And they donated like 20 grand. So I bought it just to kind of support that. I have another one.
What's up with this Bored Ape stuff?
Oh, that stuff is those are super expensive now, but they went to Christie's, and I think the price dropped a little bit. But what's happening is that people are like the crypto punks are kind of stupid. And the reason why they're stupid is kind of disrespect to the original punk rock community, because they actually stood for something. And it's just kind of like, to me, it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth, just because I grew up around, a lot of the original guys. But they're worth money. People are flipping them. They're using them. But you can totally do NFTs to do, whatever it is you want.
I mean, you said what's going on with the Bored Ape? The people are flipping them, right?
Yeah, people are flipping them, making a lot of money. I don't have one, as I'm not going to spend the price of a house to $300,000 or whatever for an NFT.
What did they debut at? I
have no idea.
You think that's something that people should look into? Flipping NFTs? Of
course. Yes, definitely. Yeah. It's basic.
I didn't know which ones to pick.
So there is a gentleman, who's really deep down the rabbit hole. You should get him on to talk about. We had him on before. Dre. He's like super deep down the rabbit hole NFTs. Like he knows how to pick them. Yeah. Like super good. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk with him. Yeah, you should get him back on and chat, talk with him, because he's doing really, really, really well. And it's a whole different ecosystem. It's a whole different rabbit hole. I know how to do all that stuff. I'm just not super, down I'm not super down the rabbit hole, because I don't have a whole lot of time to do it. And you literally you have to spend a lot of time doing it. Yeah. Yeah. I got an idea for an NFT collection. Talk to him about it.
A really dope one. I mean, that's for release. I'm just talking about like flipping. I'd love to flip a couple, but I have a Hotep Nation idea for NFT, like a really dope one. For like the whole collection. Yeah. And I think it also it'll create a nice little market. I think people want to flip them.
For the next Hotep Nation, for the next event you guys do, you can have the tickets be NFTs. You can have the ticketing could be NFTs, to where they have to purchase an NFT to go to the event.
Yes. Also true. Yeah.
And then you guys get and if they want like the early tickets, like let's say the first 10 or whatever that are sold, those are generally worth more money, because they're the first 10 or whatnot. So people might trade those back and forth, and then you guys get royalty off of it, and all the money that's made from that goes back into your community. And you guys can use that to give people that have, certain numbers of NFTs, different perks at Hotep Nation, like different access to things. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. Now I got a really dope idea though.
Let's talk about our topic.
What's our topic?
Do you think Kim and Kanye are back together?
I don't know. You brought this rumor up, and I'm like, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, if she's never gonna do better than Kanye, so she need to lock it back down and you know, make it do what it do. She was smart.
I don't know. I feel like she like her style has changed. She's kind of it's kind of like they're both thriving differently now that they're not together. I don't know if it's all publicity, but basically what happened was at his Donda premiere at the concert, whatever he did, obviously was to honor his mother. And it was a very beautiful thing. But the event just kind of looked very bizarre, but that's the artistic side of him because artists, they do things differently.
Yeah.
And so there was one of the things I wanted to ask, well, we'll talk about this. I want to ask you, because there was a guest or two that I'm like, why the hell did he invite them there? It was very bizarre. But it looked like now that I think back about it, everybody's like, oh my God, they're back together. They're back together because it was Kim that had like a veil over her and she like not performed, but was like one of the art piece. I guess I want to describe it as like an art piece because she walked up to him. So I don't know if he was like dictating, like the story was about his life or whatever, but she was there as, you know, like a supporting actress or whatever. And people are making rumors that they're back together again.
Yeah, I saw, I think she posted that she was at the event. You know, maybe she's trying to get back in his good graces. You know, she was deviating from God's plan. Yeah, Pablo was not happy. She was deviating from Jesus as king. You know, presenting herself as a thought. It's not going to fly anymore. She's got to clean it up.
I don't know. I feel like he would be a very difficult person to be married to.
Sure, she needs to adapt. He's the leader, and she needs to follow his lead.
Do you really think he's that musically talented, though?
Wait, hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Who are we talking about right now?
I'm
Kanye?
Yes. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious because I'm just like.
Hold on a second. Let me ask you a question. What's Kim K's talent?
She just looks pretty. She's like, except Cher. She reminds me of a modern day Cher, except Cher was actually talented.
What's Kim K's talent?
She looks really good, and she's got a bit of fat ass. Talent,
right? Okay. So
you know, one thing I will say about her. One thing I will say is that she does advocate for specific people for specific things legally.
All right. Kanye was. You asked, is he really good at making music?
I did. I asked your opinion. I did.
How many streams did he get this weekend? How many streams did he get within the first 3 hours?
That's not the point. That's not the point, because just because somebody can get a lot of attention doesn't mean they're a talented artist or musician.
One time I was in New York City inside a high-rise apartment with Talib Kweli. Me and the homies smoking blunts, we were talking. And he introduced me to this concept that I understood but was not quite conscious to, and called it the power of the jam. And he said, you know, no matter what kind of trouble you get into, you know, you get in trouble with the law, you know, you get caught doing cocaine, you know, whatever, you know, happens in your career, he said, you can always bounce back with good music, the power of the jam.
That's true.
Wendy, there's not too many artists that have stood the test of time and have stood the test of time at the level Kanye has. How many number one albums he got?
I have no idea.
They all number one. They all number one, Wendy.
I have a question
He's
though.
the greatest artist since Michael Jackson.
I have to disagree.
Who's making better music than Kanye?
Who's
making better music than Kanye?
He passed away.
Who?
Prince. I really think Prince.
You can't count Prince and Mike. Take Prince and Mike out the conversation. Who's better than Ye? That's it.
This is the thing, though.
And then everybody else.
The thing is, though, is that when I look at somebody who is talented as a musician, I like to see somebody that can play like guitar or play piano or play something like with the other genius that goes into it. And that's why I love Prince so much, because Prince put on like an outstanding show. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah. Can't nobody work a beat machine like Kanye. It's an interesting instrument. I mean, we're in 2021 now. It's an instrument.
I guess I'm old soul.
I get what you're saying. You're a purist in the sense of, playing instruments. And I agree. I love those people that play instruments and have that talent. But you still got to put it together. Ryan Leslie was another dude that could play all these different instruments and he could put it together. He could make really good music. But Kanye is playing the drums, technically, he is playing the keys. He might not be playing the guitar and the harp and the violin, but the brother is hearing the music. And his drums, the way he uses the bass line in them drums, amazing. It's not even about the other sounds. The other sounds complement the drums. Yes, Disler, the arrangements. His arrangements with just, do you understand the different genres of music that he brings together? Like when you listen to Donda, you hear electronic music, you hear house, you hear rock, you hear rap, you hear hip hop. He's combined all these different, you hear R&B, you combine all these different sounds to create something that's just like sonically untouched. You just can't get it. You can't get that vibe anywhere. Have you ever worked out to Yeezus?
No.
You're missing out.
I'll consider it.
You got to go to track 2, right? Because track 1, I can tell you're not ready for track 1. I like track 1, but you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. Go to track 2 on the Yeezus album and work out. Oh man, if you can't bounce to it, you just ain't got no soul.
I don't know. I'm very.
Did you listen to Donda, Wendy?
I heard parts of it. I just felt really sad. The thing is when I watched like the little excerpts of it, it hurt my heart for him, because it's really about him losing his mom, and it's hard to lose a parent. It's very heartbreaking. It's sad, and I just feel like he's not capable of letting it go or grieve. Like I feel like he's going to be grieving the rest of his life, which I can relate to, but at the same time, I just feel sad for him.
Yeah. Tyler Qualley didn't have a mainstream album till he talked to Kanye. Common didn't go mainstream until he worked with Kanye.
I like Common.
You wouldn't know who Common was if it wasn't for Kanye.
I think I may have listened to some of Common stuff because I used to listen to underground hip hop when I was like real young, before Kanye was famous. I don't know. I'd have to see what track it was. I think so.
No.
I would have to check.
If it wasn't for Kanye, you wouldn't know who Common is. Common came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
You was a baby.
No, I was.
What year was you born? 92?
No, I can't tell you what year I was born. I'm old.
95?
No, I'm old.
You are not an 80s baby.
I am an 80s baby.
89?
I'm not telling you.
88?
I'm not telling you. I'm an 80s baby. That's why I like all this old stuff, is because I grew up on all of it. And
you might know Common.
I know who Common is.
You might. He made Big Sean. He made Big Sean. Yeah.
I'm just very, like, with my music, I'm very particular. Like, I really like to see people. I like the traditional stuff. I like to see instruments. I like to see, and I know everybody's into electronic stuff, whatever, but it's just there. I know there's two types of recording. There's the analog, and the analog stuff is so much better. So much better. You can hear, like, when you listen to a record, it could be R&B, it could be soul, it could be rock, it could be like outlaw country, it could be whatever it is. But when you listen to something that's actually on a record and you literally can hear everything, it's so good for the soul.
I won't doubt that. I love playing some good old James Brown or some Bill Withers, and that sound is definitely unmatched. But again, it's different sounds, and the sound that Kanye has created, because that's what it's about. You can sound like anyone. You can someone can play the violin, but they'll sound like someone else. Someone could play the piano, but they'll sound like someone else. Kanye has his own sound.
I guess that's why I'm not. That's why I'm probably like with it.
And it's dope.
I'll listen to Jesus. I'll listen to it, but not when I'm working out.
Yeah. I don't know how you can't like that album, man.
I'll listen to it, but not when I'm working out.
I'm moving. I could just hear the tracks. It just gives you a vibe, man. It just gets you moving, man. Oh, yeah. Tiana Taylor, yeah. There would be no Drake without Kanye. This is true. There would be no Drake without Kanye. Kanye changed hip hop.
Did he?
What? Serious?
I'm asking a question.
Kanye changed hip hop. Before Kanye, you had to be a thug.
I love all that old. I love G-Funk is like my favorite era of rap. It really, really is. Like California G-Funk.
I love that. I love the G-Funk era.
It's like amazing. It was like so. It was so well put together.
Kanye made it okay to not be a gangster.
I guess, but
it's just the truth. He's the only one that was able to come out with backpack rap and go mainstream and still sell platinum.
I guess I like all the gangster. I grew up on that
Travis
stuff.
Scott without Ye. This is true.
I got a question for you though. Why was Marilyn Manson at like one of the performers or whatever the heck there? Why?
I don't know. He bought a ticket.
No, he was like on stage.
Marilyn Manson?
Yes.
Was it a performer on Kanye's stage?
Yes, for Donda.
Oh wow. The last concert?
Yes, the one in Chicago that everybody was going crazy over. That's effing weird.
Why?
Because he did bad stuff to women. That's why.
Oh, well, I thought it was, yeah. I mean, yeah, we know that, but does Kanye know that?
I mean, he's got PR people.
Who?
Kanye people,
Kanye doesn't have PR people. Jabari Allen, $5 super chat. That's what makes Kanye. What up, HJ and Wendy? Why didn't you go to Hotep weekend, Wendy? Yeah. Why didn't you go to Hotep weekend, Wendy?
Because no one told me until like the week before.
Oh man.
I'm going to the next one. I'm going to the next one. I'll do a boxing thing. I'll get it sorted out, or I'll even do a talk about crypto.
We're gonna have you do the sandwich making tutorial for the women there.
And I'll put some chicken and beans, some dry ass chicken, and some like old ass beans in your sandwich and serve it to you.
No, thank you. Please, no, thank you.
No,
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And like you said, people, if you make a new track, everybody forgets all the bad things you do in music.
You might be too Caucasian to enjoy Kanye.
Okay, thank you. The women at the Soul Cycle, the bougie white women at the Soul Cycle, and the whatever the heck, they all listen to that stuff, and they think they're like whatever.
It's dope music, man. It's dope music.
I'll stick with my G-Funk and my sugar-free. Thank you. My LBC stuff, East Siders, I'll stick with that.
I like that stuff too. I was a G-Funk era guy. I like that stuff too, but you know, sometimes I like shit that gets the blood flowing, you know? Kanye really gets the blood flowing.
I don't know. I'll listen to it and I'll give you my critique next week because.
Yeah, I mean, I love how his sound has grown since Yeezus. Like how he's added Yeezus to his repertoire because a lot of the tracks got little Yeezus hints to it. You can hear the difference in production between, you know, my Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy and Yeezus. You can definitely hear a clear difference there. Pablo too. You can hear a difference between Pablo and Yeezus. Yeezus is really dope, I thought. Ye was dope. Ye was a cool album. And then Jesus King, man, he had a lot of albums just within the past 5 years, Wendy. He's put out a lot of music. That's another thing. How much music is our artists putting out? And he put 27 tracks out with this one too.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, he put out a lot of music, Wendy.
That is a lot of, that's actually a lot of tracks, because generally, if you look at the stuff from like, I really like music from the 70s and from the 80s and early 90s, 2000s really were, you know, like the first couple of years were okay, but after that it was just kind of it's like garbage. And like with rock, when we talk about grunge and punk and rock, when we talk about that type of stuff, it really started becoming terrible. Like the late 90s were the end. Grunge rock, that was it. And then all the new rock that comes out is not even music. It's complete. It's like pop crap. And the new guys are doing such a terrible job at emulating like the glam rockers and the punk rockers, the rockers, the grunge rockers. It's just very pathetic. It's very sad because it's like punk pop. It's like they're trying to be like emo punk pop, but it just sounds so processed and so ridiculous. It's just very, I just feel embarrassed for them.
Mm-hmm. Amon Garner, thank you, $5 super chat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Marilyn Manson though, man. It's but I think, you know, Kanye likes to do, you know, you said before, you know, his PR team. Kanye don't got no PR team. Kanye is PR. Okay. So, you know, he'll pull Marilyn Manson out there just for PR, you know, just for the shock value.
Yeah, that's probably why, because they were like sitting on the front porch and there was someone else there and they're like, why is this person there too? I have to see who it is. But maybe he was just trying. I'll have to watch it. I think there's some symbolism there. And I don't think Marilyn had any idea, but I feel like I'll have to watch it and come back again.
Yeah.
I have a question though.
What?
Did you see the new Tiffany's ad?
Nah, what happened?
Google it.
You talking about the one with Beyonce and Jay-Z?
Yeah.
And the Basquiat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What about
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it?
Thought it was good art. I thought it was a good ad. They got the people talking, so that's successful. Yeah, it was cool. I know some people were complaining. They said Jay-Z and Beyonce ruined it, and why does Jay-Z want to be Basquiat so bad, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I can't involve myself that much in other people's business. I have this rule. I like to limit what I allow my neurons to fire upon.
Okay.
So if I come across a topic, I'll say, is this worth brain power? And we say yes or no. Because I can get really deep on things. I can really sit down and analyze the dumbest shit ever and come out with some like really deep
I'm just
shit.
curious, like as a marketer, to kind of look at that. And just because of who Basquiat was and his story was so sad.
Yeah.
It was very, very sad because, you know, he was exploited by Warhol because Warhol was an absolute pig.
Well, I'm talking about the Jay-Z infringement upon his image.
Right. And that's kind of like the same thing that Warhol did.
And he's still alive. Basquiat's still alive.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's young too. Yeah. You didn't know that?
He's not
you didn't know? You thought he was dead?
Is that a rabbit hole thing? I thought he.
Not like he got an Instagram and shit.
I mean, from what I was told, my old coworker,
Uh-huh.
from he lived in DC. He ended up moving to New York, and he was with his partner at CBGB's outside. And I guess Boss Gay handed him a piece of artwork. And my coworker, who was an actor, was in a couple of decent movies, he looked at it, he looked at his partner, and he threw it in the trash.
Yeah. It says here. Oh no, it says here Basquiat died in 88.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why some people say he was still alive? Maybe that's a rabbit hole.
He's not though. It was, they said he died like penniless and all the kinds of stuff. And that people were kind of pissed off because they were using his image in the ad, and then Jay-Z looking how he was looking. And they're kind of comparing it to like a Warholism, because Warhol just kind of capitalized on everybody else and he was a terrible person.
Yeah.
Very, very terrible. He was a soul sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good job on Tiffany's, putting that ad together, and Beyonce and Jay-Z grifting and being a part of that. He said that's that Mandela effect. Word. But I don't know. What do you think about the ad?
I don't know. I don't really care for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No?
I don't. There's just something that doesn't sit right with me.
I think they're reptilians in the Illuminati?
Probably. I don't know. I just get this weird thing. I don't know. There's people, there's a certain, as I am an empath, and I sense things.
Yeah.
And there's something with them that doesn't sit right with me.
Picking up some vibes.
Yeah, I'll do that. There's certain places I'll go to, and I have to leave because it's just not serving me in a good purpose.
No, I definitely know what you mean. You got to follow that feeling too. A lot of times we don't follow that feeling and bad things happen.
Yeah.
Jean-Michel Basquiat is my Haitian people, says Jabari Allen. Shout out to my Haitians. Oh yeah, we out here, baby.
Do you have anything else this evening?
No, man. Tomorrow we're gonna be live for Hotep's Been Told You, so that's gonna be exciting. Being back, and we'll be able to recap Hotep Nation weekend and all that good stuff. So I'm excited to be back home and back in the swing of things, some normality, and hopefully I want to do any more traveling. I think I don't have to do any more traveling until October. I got like 2 dates in October, and I got to go check out Alex Jones. But all this traveling is busting my ass. It really is.
Do you guys have anything particular you're talking about outside of the recap?
Oh, no. Just the usual topics. Afghanistan's a mess.
It's very sad. My cousin keeps getting sent back.
What do you mean, sent back to Afghanistan?
He goes overseas to the Middle East a lot because he's so high up in the Air Force, and they keep sending him.
Oh.
He's gone, I think, at least 5 times I can count over the last 25 years, and I think it's a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's just very sad. I hope he decides to retire soon.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about that, and what else happened? Some other shit. We'll be talking about Donda. Obviously, we got taste, so we have positive things to say about Donda. What else is in here? Something big just broke too. Let me open up messages. It's easier to link this.
I got a funny story about the SEC.
What happened?
So the SEC is coming after Ripple, the company Ripple, and the coin they have is XRP for selling unregistered security, which they 100% did sell unregistered.
Ripple again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they've been coming after them. So what Ripple did was they subpoenaed, or they sent a request over that said, okay, fine, but we want to know how many of your employees were trading Ripple during the time that you're trying to sue us for, or had owned Ripple.
That's what they say.
That's what they have till, I believe, till September 3rd to the SEC has till September 3rd to get all that together, which of course they're going to delay it. But Ripple has a lot of money because they've dumped on their investors. They've done a lot of unethical stuff. So this case is so important, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Ripple, this case is so important for the future of cryptocurrency because whatever the outcome is, the other judges and whatever are going to use it as whatever.
Well, that's what Ripple was there for. That's they were there to destroy cryptocurrency.
Who, Ripple?
Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, everyone, make sure to like this, and thank you for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday, and I'll have some more topics. And I'm gonna I'll have some style or some taste next week because I'll listen to
Donda.
Something. Have a good rest of your evening. Goodbye.